So then beyond the tithe, that donation also enabled us to be able to see a dream that Sonny and I have had for years about having some sort of a source to generate income as a church outside of your normal tithes and offerings. And so for years, Sonny and I have both talked at length about the fact that we want to open up a for-profit coffee house. We also want to open a thrift store where the profits and the proceeds of that go towards helping our iHeart World to stop human trafficking in the 920. But we've been waiting, just waiting for the right opportunity. And we've been offered different opportunities for rental spaces that we can use even for free of charge, like across the parking lot in the shopping center. The man who owned the shopping center offered to give us rent-free a parcel of that strip mall, rent-free for a year, and so we pray about it. And if you've been here long, you've heard me say this. When I pray, I don't necessarily pray for answers. I often pray for peace. And every opportunity that came our way, I didn't feel a peace. I wanted to go in that shopping center. I wanted to open. I wanted to have a place where people could go and sit and be on Wi-Fi and do their homework or have meetings. There was just no peace. But then a couple of months ago, we were down at Hinterland having dinner with Brian Russo, my brother-in-law, who's one of our worship leaders and runs iHeart World. And we're having a conversation about how Sonny and I really, really felt like we wanted to do something in downtown De Pere. We wanted to have a presence downtown De Pere. And if we were going to do a coffee shop, if we were going to do a thrift store, we wanted it to be downtown in a prime location. Literally the next day, Brian emailed us a listing of a building that was on the market. It was an opportunity where we could go in and kind of do whatever it was we wanted in that space. And it was the description of the listing was the most prime location in downtown De Pere. And it was like the listing ripped the words out of my mouth and put it on an email. And so then with the help of Scott Dollinger, who's one of our ushers and is a great realtor here in the community, we discovered that not only was it a great prime location, but it was an investment property. So it had 2 apartments on the second floor. There was a barber shop that was attached to it. The barber shop, it's been open for like 80 years, this barber shop. And just with the 2 apartments and with the barber shop, the rent that those 2 things would generate wouldn't only be it wouldn't just be a good investment, it would be a cash flow situation where even if we had a payment on that building, the rent from the apartments and the barber shop would more than pay the rent, even if we didn't charge our own selves rent to have a coffee shop in there. And it was literally within eyesight of St. Norbert College, where we've started to get students to come from there. We've had a couple of the students get baptized here yesterday. And so the space that we were presented with allowed us the opportunity to open a coffee shop, to open what we're going to call the Exchange Coffee House and Mercantile. So it'll be kind of a thrift store, but it'll be more of like a consignment, like really kind of, I can't describe it. You're going to have to come at the opening and shop, okay? That's what it's going to have to be. And so it gives us 2 apartments. It gives us the rental from the barber shop. It gives iHeart World space where they can leave the rental space that they're in downtown Green Bay, open offices and some retail space in there, and will allow us to operate the Exchange and the coffee house and the Mercantile as a for-profit business. We'll still be here on Sundays. You're still going to get your coffee. I know, because some of you were like, oh, but my coffee. So there'll still be the free coffee. There'll still be the coffee snob. There'll still be the coffee exchange here. But during regular business hours, it enables us the opportunity to open up a full-service coffee shop, Mercantile, kind of shopping center district right in historic 100-year-old building in downtown historic De Pere. Also gives us an additional location to host Alpha, to host life groups, and some of the different things that you're going to hear more about later tonight And so we put in an offer. Were you going to turn me off? And then you put in an offer, and then the offer was accepted, and we are set to close cash on that building January the 31st, renovations to begin, coffee shop to open, apartments to be rentable, allowing us to expand the life-giving message of Jesus to the people of the 920 right downtown in De Pere. Listen, y'all, I'm so excited about it, and it's so cool, and it's got like the exposed brick, and it's just us. It's our vibe, and so that's one announcement.